I have an example here that I wanted to cover for Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem being a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. So basically the question is, if the square of the hypotenuse of an isosceles right triangle is 128 centimeters squared, find the length of each side. So basically, if we were to illustrate this problem, an isosceles triangle has two sides of equal length, right? Two sides of equal length, and the hypotenuse is given as 128 centimeters squared. As you can see, there's a square already here, which means this value is given as c squared, which means this is actually the squared value. It's the square of the length of this hypotenuse. So if we wanted to calculate this, we also know that a is equal to b and vice versa. Therefore, we can exchange a or b for one another. So let's say we just input a as b. We have b squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, which is equal to 128 centimeters squared, right? We don't have to square this value at all because it's already given as the squared value. So now, if we were to simplify this, the values in front of here and here are 1, so we just add them up. So we have 2b squared is equal to 128, all right? And now we need to take this and put it under the 128. So we're going to be left with 64 here, 128 over 2. And now we're going to calculate what b is. The square root of, sorry, I should have just made that clear. B is equal to root 64, which is equal to 8. Oops. Which is equal to 8. Which is also equal to a, right? Because we said a is equal to b. Now we can go over here and we could just say that this length is equal to 8 centimeters as well as this length. And in order to calculate the hypotenuse, we have to get the square root of this number here. All right, so to get c is equal to the square root of 128 centimeters squared, which is equal to 8 root 2. All right, you can just put that into your calculator, or you can calculate it by hand as well, which I didn't do. But so we have 8 root 2. Boom. And that's our answer. So we have two lengths that are equivalent to one another on a right angle triangle. We were able to calculate that those two lengths are equal to 8, and the hypotenuse is equal to 8 root 2.